Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. How are we all today, the 26th of September of 2023? How are we? I'm glad to be here, glad to be joining you and bringing you the messenger is here. So let's see what's going on as the moon is transiting through Aquarius. Happy birthday, dear Libra. We are in the Libra season. Hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. Let's see what the messenger is bringing us today. As there's a lot going on in the astrology. Venus is on the degree that she conjoined with the sun. So the Venus star point, the Venus rebirth, Venus being rebirthed as the morning star, happened at the degree that Venus is on right now. But she's also with Juno, right? The wife of Jupiter, Zeus. And expect turns of events, quick, sudden, unexpected things happening as Venus is going to square over from Leo to Uranus a third time. What will this be about? What is this story that's been playing out for you? Venus, the goddess of love, Uranus, the god of unrest and rebellion and sudden awakenings and quick turns of events that could be quite shocking, right? So she's not only the goddess of love, she's the goddess of money, values, self-worth, and peace. Uranus is not leaving her in peace. Things have got to change. That's what Uranus from Taurus is telling us. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus, the sign that Venus rules. Now, this is the psychic tarot of the heart. So because Venus is more so about love and prosperity and self-worth and self-love as well, let's see what the Karma Dharma speaks to today in relation to what could be playing out. We know Venus and Mars are connecting. We've been talking about this. Venus and Mars moving through Libra. What is the Karma Dharma? We've got Listen and we've got the High Priestess. Now Venus and Mars, the lovers of the zodiac, are connecting through a sextile 60 degrees angle, which speaks to opportunities, dear friends. Now the High Priestess, being the energy of Virgo and Pisces, the High Priestess is a spiritual connection. Many times she could be a third party within a love triangle, but she can also speak to a spiritual connection. So listen, what is it that what information is being shared with you? Is it through spirit? Is it through another person? Is it through a friend? Listen, take a bit of time out, maybe a little bit of meditation, just spend a little bit of time with your higher self and see what messages you'll be receiving today. Listen, maybe we haven't really been listening. And maybe even when I say not really listening, many times we could be hearing someone talking to us, but we're not really listening. So maybe also because she's all about quiet, right? She's all about quiet. She's Pisces energy is very spiritual, very much of the divine, very sensitive, very flowing. It is a mutable water sign. So water signs always speak to emotions and high sensitivity as well as strong intuition. So maybe listen, is it your higher self that's telling you something, or is it someone trying to tell you something through being quiet? Now, through the High Priestess, there's a lot of wisdom. The wisdom could come through, as I said, your higher self. It could come through some sort of a message, something that you hear through others, through a conversation amongst other people. Listen to your higher self and what it's telling you. So let's see what's going on. What does the messenger bring us today? Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. What are the messages coming through today? this moment, as I'm doing this reading for you, the moon in in Aquarius is squaring right over to Uranus, and Uranus squares over to Venus. Venus is in opposition to the moon. So it's like a T-square. This won't last because the moon moves very quickly, but at this moment, or when you're listening to this reading, there could be a message coming left field. You know, Uranus is the sky god. So Uranus is, of course, it rules Aquarius. And Aquarius could be social media. It could be it's air, so it's messages, it's conversation, it's anything pertaining to your security. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus. Things to do with property, values, anything connected to what the earth gives us, so our resources. So there's going to be a sudden aha moment, a sudden change. This is, remember, Uranus connecting with Venus a third time. So what was going on early August for you? Because they squared twice early August. Now this is the third time. This should be the revelation, the resolution, possibly. It may be quite shocking. It may be quite revealing. And it may also be quite freeing, because Uranus in Taurus is helping us get unstuck in the area of Taurus in your chart. So what, which area of your chart does Taurus take up? Is it your love house, your fifth house? Is it your seventh house? Your most important relationships? Is it your first house? Is it, because Uranus could be stress. It can be stress. It can be anxiety pertaining to emotions, securities, matters of heart. What is it that we're creating? Creative expression. Giving birth to something is Venus in Leo. So what does the messenger bring us today? Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Ace of Swords, so there will be some sort of clarity. The Ace of Swords can be a victory card, but it can also be a double-edged sword. So, an energy of reckoning. Something needs to be revealed. Something can be revealed. This could be an aha moment. It could also be an open wound pertaining to our ego. Remember, Venus in Leo, the shadow side of Leo can be ego. And Taurus. Taurus is another fixed sign, which can be very egotistical as well. So it does, matters pertaining to emotions, freedom, freedom from being stuck, could be happening now. Remember, Venus is the yin, Mars is the yang. They're connecting well. But anything that is going to come through, it has got to do with a resolution or an open wound that we've been carrying forever. As Venus is the focal point to, a good connection that she's got with Chiron through Aries. Aries is the beginning, right? Aries is the warrior, and Chiron is in an opposition to Mars in Aries, and Aries is the sign that Mars rules. So there's flowing energies, there's good opportunities here. Four of Cups, not being happy emotionally, missed opportunities pertaining to our happiness, right? Things to do with our home, with property as well. We've got the Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This could be some sort of an opening or some sort of an awareness pertaining to what it is that we're hoping to create, what we're hoping to give birth to. Is it a business? Is it a project? Is it what we desire? We've got the Queen of Swords as well. So we've got great power, fire and air within the divine feminine. So Libran energy here, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini nevertheless. There's the High Priestess once more. It's like fire and air could be quite explosive. Now, of Of course, Venus squaring over to Uranus could be a sudden turn of events through challenges. Squares are always challenging aspects. We're needing to take action, and I love that we've got fire and air. We see that we see a divine feminine figure, but the divine feminine is coming through as more masculine. So it's all about go, go, go. And I have been talking about the divine feminine in a position of strength, right? The strength could be through the higher self. Whatever is being created, maybe this is your perception that you're right, you're correct, because the Ace of Swords is a card of victory. It does pertain to emotional hardships, missed opportunities, pertaining to security within our emotions, our emotional life, our home life as well. But maybe the clarity which could be coming through as quite challenging, maybe it's telling you that you were correct, your high self was correct, or the sudden turn of events or a challenge is going to bring the wisdom to you. Remember the book, we've got the book that's open, maybe, and we've got the key here. The High Priestess does hold the key, which I've been talking about, is the resolution. It is Chiron, which is in good connection to Venus, a flowing connection, but in opposition to Mars. Now, where the yin and the yang, a partnership, right? Could be a business partnership. Pertaining to an open wound or a possible resolution. Uranus, the sky god, is the ingenious mind. Now, he's in the sign of security. He's in the sign of values and self-worth and love and prosperity, which is Taurus, right? There is going to be a resolution. It may come through a challenge. So if there's something challenging going on and something difficult, like a birthing process, know that you will come out more on the other side as having the resolution, right? So the open book is it's information, it's some sort of a lesson, it's some sort of information that's coming through. This could also be guidance from someone that is bringing us the guidance. So this could be an astrologer, tarot reader. It could be just someone that's quite psychic, that's very intuitive. Listen, the cards say. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Many opportunities, many open doors. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got three queens. Three queens could speak to gossip. It could speak to siblings or friendships. The general energy is the Queen of Cups, which is very loving and nurturing. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Remember, she is the queen that comes through from, and she is very psychic. We know that the High Priestess is the Queen of Cups. So let's listen to our higher selves. But also this could be matters pertaining to emotional happiness, emotional challenges, emotional changes. We know that, swords speak to intelligence. They speak to communication, conversation, news. I do feel that whatever this dream or this imagination or this cloud is about, I do feel that we will have clarity. Now, the clarity will come through in different ways, in various ways for each of us, okay? Because remember, we are not all the same person. We are all on a different timeline and in a different situation. Let's see where the psyche is concerned. My goodness. Return, victim, and separation. That was quick. What's this separation about? I do see it as a Three of Swords. So there has been a love triangle. There has been three parties here. Could be siblings, could be friends. There's been gossip. There's been an imbalance here. There's been an imbalance, obviously. The return card does speak to returning to a situation from the past. Remember, we've still got lots of retrograde planets. So this is concerning some sort of a returning the return of a person, the return of a situation, which brings again the Piscean energy. So sacrifice, victimhood, the victim we see is all tied up, but the Three Swords help release, because remember, Pisces is all about surrender, and Pisces is the 12th natural house. Something is being released, let go of, surrendered. Remember, go with the flow. We've got a fair bit of water, very strong Piscean energies, right? And something's been playing out. Something's been playing out pertaining to the Virgo Pisces axis, which, you know, we've recently, the last full moon we had was in Pisces. Now on the 29th, we've got the next full moon in Aries. So we're still in that lunation cycle. And then we had a new moon in Virgo on September 15th. So someone's been discerning, someone's been maybe not providing a service anymore because of too much sacrifice and not having a return on that. Someone's listening to their intuition. Virgo is also very good with the details. So, you know, Virgo new moon, right? A new seed has been planted. Now, it could be the area of Pisces and Virgo in your own personal chart. But if we're talking about the Virgo-Pisces axis, generally for the collective, it's these two houses are the house. We've got the house of service, the house of work, the house of hygiene, health, and also not only physical health, but also psychological, spiritual, mental health, right, which is the house opposite of Pisces. So the ability to discern, but also Virgo's strategy, slow, strategic movement forward. Let's take that card of separation. We've got deception. Wow. Wow. We've got a divine masculine that's in contemplation here. I feel that the deception and the ability with the High Priestess, we've got the ability to see through the deception. This could also be self-deception, where there's been a misunderstanding. So let's see how the Black Moon astrology cards, how the astrology is affecting the energies. And we're all part of the collective, dear friends, so we're all feeling the general energies. Dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. How are the gods, the planets affecting us around the 26th of September, whenever you get to view this reading? I suppose that would be the time that you need to receive this message. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, okay. Way too many. Thank you. One card, please, Spirit. One card. We have water element and sensing. So you see, we've got very strong water energies. And water is psychic, water is emotional, water is flowing. There's no way to hold water. There's no way to trap our emotions. Our emotions need to flow. And if we have been dealing with stuck emotions, then this is the issue here. Because if our emotions have been stuck, then our psychic ability has been stuck as well, and we haven't been trusting that. So interesting, we've got a number 2 and a number 4 here. 2 is, of course, the High Priestess. 4 is the Emperor. 4 also speaks to the home, remember? So we've got the inability maybe to contain our emotions. This could be in relation to a divine masculine. What's beneath the divine masculine that's in contemplation? So the answer is yes. Pertaining to a tribe, pertaining to a family, to someone that this divine masculine feels is their tribe. We do have a return of a divine masculine. Maybe there have been some regrets as well. It could be, as I said, deception coming from another person. Yes, we've got a fair bit of divine feminine energies here. This could be the same person. So we've got Queen of Wands, first of all, who desires, she creates, right? Then we've got the Queen of Swords. So she's showing up as very much of, yes, I'm going to put the effort in. I desire this. I'm creating. Then the Queen of Swords is detaching, seeing things more clearly, or even severing ties where there's been no reciprocity, partnerships, relationships of all sorts. And now the divine feminine is now looking through her higher self, right? Searching for the answers. Okay, I'm going to take, of course, I'm going to take some Sibilas here. Let's see what's going on here with the Lenormand. We've got the key. I don't think I need to take another card. We've got the key, so there will be resolutions. The key is being open. The key can be an achievement as well, but also liberation. Remember, the key is Chiron. Chiron, the wounded healer. Can also speak to healing. A healing of the mind, of the potential to take leadership. Remember that Chiron is in Aries, so it's a cardinal fire sign, and it's all about initiation, courage. Let's see what this 7 of Cups is about. We've got the Artista. There's some sort of a discovery. 7 of Cups twice. So there's going to be discovery. This is like Uranus energy for me. Okay, so these clouds will clear. The Ace of Pentacles and stanza. News comes in that's been hidden. Things that have been going through, that have been going on behind closed doors, and it can be connected to intimacy, emotional or physical. Right, so there is some sort of a discovery here. And the Ace of Pentacles is possibly something that's long-term, a potential opportunity for something that's real, right? Ace of Pentacles, think of it in the tarot, it's an opportunity. It could be a relationship, could be a partnership, could be a marriage proposal. It could be let's move in together. And I'm also going to say here that I do feel that because we do go from the 4 to the 7, I do feel that somebody here is falling out of the equation. Someone's falling out of the equation. We do see 3 queens, as I said. Let's say 3 individuals, okay? If not 3 divine feminine. Something is being revealed. Something is being uncovered. Some sort of a deception is being uncovered as well. And we've got the 5 of Cups here, which speaks to Allegrezza al Cuore, and it's merriment and happiness. We do see 2 divine masculine and 1 divine feminine. And the 5 of Cups is sort of looking back to the past and mourning those 3 cups that are spilt, but the 2 cups that are still standing. Remember the 5 of Cups. Morte, 5 of Swords. So the Morte is Scorpio. Someone is falling out of the equation. Something is going through a death process, a death and a metamorphosis. Now this could be internal. We've got a couple of 5s. 5s do speak to change. All right. Five of Swords. This could be internal conflict. These could be legalities, something to do with a legal battle. What's beneath that? We've got the Eight of Cups, Speranza. Eight of Cups is someone that leaves a situation, an emotional situation that did not fulfill them. It wasn't an easy ending. It wasn't an easy exit. Now, the artista can also be a legal representative. He does remind me of the King of Swords. So this can bring up legalities, yes. I want to take 3 Sibilas on this deception card. We've got the Delirante, Nine of Pentacles, silly actions, or Nine of Pentacles, of course, could be someone that's single. This could also be someone that drinks. We've got Pisces, alcohol. This is the use of substances to try and escape a difficult situation. Because there's a lot of wounding, there's been a lot of hurt, a lot of disappointments. We've got someone that's dealing with depression here, Five of Pentacles. And there's the Two of Cups, the casa and the home. We've got good news that's coming from afar. We've got the postman, the messenger comes through. Two of Cups is an agreement. And it is a soulmate connection. It's two people that are on the same level. There's been a lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, depression, Five of Pentacles, challenges where someone doesn't believe that something can work out. What I'm getting here is the Delirante is like, it's like the Uranus energy. It's like, oh my God, like hold me up, you know, I'm going to faint. The Nine of Pentacles, remember Nine of Pentacles is the individual that can stand on their own. They're in the Garden of Eden, but there's loneliness. Nine of Pentacles does speak to abundance, but it speaks to solitude, independence, possibly also someone going through some sort of a separation. Yes, that is a possibility. Five of Pentacles is two people that come from different parts of the world. There are grave differences between the two people. They maybe believe in different things. They come from different religion. It seems quite bleak here. But then out of the blue, we've got the Two of Cups. This is like saying, I don't believe this. I need to pinch myself to believe that this is actually happening. So a sudden turn, even though it's difficult. Again, the energies, oh my God, what's going on? Then all of a sudden we've got an agreement. We've got the Two of Cups, which is seeing eye to eye. Now, this could also be someone that's going through a breakup, or because of deception, because of a third party. Remember, Pisces is the 12th house. It can speak to secret love affairs. But this can also say that someone now is returning. There's been a lot of a deception or self-deception. Someone is returning. Maybe now they've been released from a third party, from another deceptive relationship, and therefore they're more free. Remember, Uranus squaring over to Venus. Uranus is freeing. We do have merriment and happiness with the Allegrezza al Cuore, and good news that's coming through. Things will be revealed that are not easy. We've got the Nemica taking off the mask here. And there is the Pisces energy again. Thank you. Nemica, third parties, right? Queen of Swords could be this queen. She could be an ex. Someone is taking off their mask. The mask is being taken off so that we can see clearly. So even seeing who our competition or who the enemy is will help us find the resolution. Now, the key is a number 33, which is a master number. Someone's made a choice. 22 is the path that opens. 33 is more about expansion. Let's see what the advice is today. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. We have Between Worlds, and it's in the reverse, and it's a number 3. Oh, I do apologize about my camera. Between Worlds. This is going from grey to color. Color is coming in to our lives. Let's see what this speaks to. Let's read this. Number 3. Remember, 3 is also the Empress. Between the Worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. See, it did speak about freedom. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. I just got the goosebumps with that because this is like the delirante. This is like the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Okay? So let's read the relationship message. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. And let's talk about prosperity and abundance. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. Now the card came through in the reverse, did it not? But I felt called to read it in the upright, but I will also read the reverse message. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. Now remember, dear friends, Uranus squaring over to Venus. It says, things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go, Pisces, release. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. So, I think that's our reading for today, my dear friends. I hope that this gave you some clarity. Use your intuition. There will be a lot of that. Remember that Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. Saturn is trying to keep the boundaries, but the water cannot be withheld. The emotion, the seas are so strong, and that's why we've had so many floods, right? So many floods. Saturn is trying to hold the water in, and that's, of course, that, of course, is in a literal way, but also in a metaphorical way. My God, I got stuck for a moment there. Saturn in Pisces can also help us to start to build, or to dissolve any of the boundaries that Saturn has put up for us through being open emotionally. So whichever way you look at it, okay? Now, these are the general energies. Remember, this is a general reading. Now, today is Tuesday, my dear friends. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's hump day. So it's the twin flame soulmate love reading. And look what I've got for you. And I don't know why my camera is so unclear. Goodness me. Look what I've got for you. I've made a deck where I've got yes, question mark, yes, 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 no, the yes, no, and the question mark, right? So I've marked 2 decks that will be doing this tomorrow. So prepare and make sure that you are subscribed, you're being notified, because we will not be taking the love messages, we'll be taking the yes, no, or not certain, or don't know. Yes, no, or don't know reading tomorrow, where you will be able to comment beneath the video. You can ask a personal question, and I will be taking 3 cards. 3 cards. You may get 2 yes and 1 no. You may get 2 no and 1 yes. Obviously, if it's 2 yes and 1 no, then it's more inclined towards yes. So we'll see. I'll think about it and I will explain it again tomorrow. Just make sure you're tuning in. You'll be able to ask your personal question and get 3 cards. Yes, no, or don't know. It could be 3 yes in a row, which will be a certainty, obviously. Now, for those of you that do not want to share your personal question, you can just comment with a yes, please. You will know your own personal question that you've asked yourself without us knowing about it, and I will still take 3 cards. So whether you comment yes, please, or you ask your personal question, which I would advise, it's better to ask your personal question, because then I can tune in a better way pertaining to your actual question. So whichever way it goes, tomorrow, stay tuned, make sure you're with us, and we'll be taking those 2 new decks for you. So I hope that you will enjoy this. I'm excited to do this with you. Thank you so much, my dear friends, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, for joining us, or even considering joining us on Patreon. We do a lot there. It's time to do the pick to get the 3 winners that we do every month. Yes, it is late, but divine timing, right? What can I say? At least we're doing it within the month. Anytime from the 15th till the end of the month, usually the 15th or the 20th. This month we're later than usual, but doesn't matter. At least we give you the opportunity to win a free reading. So consider joining us on Patreon, and you go into the draw every month. We choose 3 winners. All right. I've got my plate full. I've got to run off. Thank you so much, dear ones. Thank you for your support and your love always. I will catch up with you soon. Tomorrow, actually. See you then.